finds Adebayo. Lets it go. Memphis with a rebound. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
SGA surveying the D. Hield for three. Nene grabs the board.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Fultz passes to Wade. Pass to Nene from the high post. And it's Denver with another.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Denver Nuggets.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here at the Grizzlies, they've got a plan. DNLF. I hope you guys know what that means. Nothing's guaranteed for them. They're going to have to bring it every night to have a shot.
I've got it, Ernie. I understand Shaq's lingo all over.
I'm glad someone does.
DNLF stands for Do Not Leave Frisbees.
Why, Kenny, you lose $1 million. It's Do Not Lose Focus. Next time on Guess What Shaq is Talking About.
Make sure I miss that episode. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Grizzlies. Vanderbilt out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Markelle Fultz, and it's Nene in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for David Adelman. Now here's Jes Alcantara. Still without a bucket. 6 on the shot clock. Oden, good.
And that is textbook perfect, the bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw it.
And Denver has possession. Outside Fultz, and there's the screen. Puts up a 3. Here's Nene. The shot is good. Fultz making the play. Fultz has got his 4th assist with that last one.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Now here's Jes Alcantara. Hield on the wing. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hield's got 9 points.
Yeah, no hesitation from the veteran Hield. A dangerous scorer in these catch-and-shoot situations.
Pass to Wade. There's the triple. The Grizzlies pull it in. Okafor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. John Morant able to fly with the best. He said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that. So I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. PA, back to you.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Hield. 9 points in the game. Adebayo grabs the board.
He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
Here's Wade. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
Grizzlies trail by 5. And Clark, a young player who's putting it together, Julian Strawther.
Yeah, I liked him in college, and I think with experience and as he gets more comfortable, he'll shoot it with confidence and really be an impactful player.
And Vanderbilt slams it in.
A capable passer, the more comfortable Fultz gets in this offense, the more effective he is.
Outside, Jes Alcantara. Pass to Heel. Lets it go from deep. Nene grabs the board. Nene's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Wade. Fires from the wing. That shot is off. Jes Alcantara with the ball. Now Vanderbilt defending. Picked by Okafor. Healed for 3. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. SGA's got his 4th assist in this one. Denver leading by 4. Fultz scanning the floor. Here's Wade. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Wade's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, I think they've lost their intensity. I mean, the defensive pressure is lacking this half.
Healed from outside. And another 3 for Memphis.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the get up into the shooters here.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Denver making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Nembhard, he's checked in for Memphis. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Fultz passes to Adebayo. Shot clock at 5. And here's Thompson for 3. Knocks down the triple. Thompson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. Denver leading by 7. Vanderbilt to pass to Fultz. Thompson outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
Picked by Okafor. Bridges outside. Fires for 3. It's Bridges on the wing. Picked by Okafor. Bridges passes to Okafor. Goes back up. Here's Oden. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Vanderbilt to pass to Adebayo. SGA against Fultz. The 3 from Thompson. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz. Fultz has got his 7th assist here tonight.
All time, when it comes to the jumper, I'd put Klay up with anyone who played this game.
And so Tomas Isolo calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. All right, now we have a moment. Here are the most efficient teams from range over the past month. The Grizzlies 4th.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
Now here's Jaquez. He's scoreless. Offensive rebound. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First in field goal percentage, and they were the best team in the league on the break. Nobody scored more points in transition than they did. The up-tempo game was their calling card.
And those assist numbers from last season tell the whole story. This team played the most unselfish basketball in the league. He's off on the first. Good on the second one. 1:25 left to play in the third quarter here. Outside Fultz. To the inside. Here's Bradley. The shot is good. Fultz making the play. Bradley's got his second basket of the game.
And their offense has been much tighter since halftime. The guys are starting to work together, moving the ball around, getting good shots.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
Jaquez finds SGA. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Now Nembhard. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And here's SGA outside. Rebounded by Denver. Bradley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Fultz. Outside Sexton. Three-pointer off the mark. Grizzlies trail by 11. Outside Jaquez. Now Beasley. Outside SGA. Beasley against Thompson. The rebound by Klay Thompson.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Knocks down the long J.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And so it's Denver, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Grizzlies, they've got Tim Hardaway. Jaime Jaquez out there with Andrew Nembhard. Then it's Buddy Hield, and it's Hendricks in at the 5. Now here's Hield. Here's Jaquez. No good on the 3. Here's Wade. To the middle. Here's Bradley. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Nuggets lead by 16. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Hield. Now Hardaway. On the wing, Nembhard. Defended by Thompson. Left side, Hield. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Denver.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Here's Wade. Hardaway grabs the board. Grizzlies trail by 16. Pass to Hield. Here's the pick. Fires the 3. Nails it from 3.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. So both teams making some changes here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Denver's head coach was saying to the team. And he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart. Let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Hield. Nembhard for 3. And out of bounds. Denver will have it. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside Sexton. The 3 from Thompson. Drops in the 3. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
The defense had him confused early on, but he's responded in the second half with some assertive play.
Pass to Hield. The 3 drains the triple. Hield's got 6 in the quarter.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Here's Wade. Grizzlies sets a screen. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Wade. Up and over Hardaway. Rebounded by Oden.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Outside heel. Here's Hendricks. Let's go with a 3. And it's Healed, missing. Nembhard against Thompson. Spins. Over Nembhard. Thompson, no good. Grizzlies trail by 13. Healed to the ball. Picked up by Sexton. Hardaway from outside. Up again. It's good on the putback. And that's a double-double for him now.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Here's Wade. Back to Thompson. The 3 ball. Oh, it doesn't go. Grizzlies trail by 11. Outside Hardaway. Nembhard outside. Puts up the tray. And he nails it.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And so David Adelman calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. A different look for Denver. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Bradley. Vanderbilt comes in for Thompson. And it's Fultz in for Sexton. Then for Memphis, Okafor, he's checked in for Hendricks. Bridges comes in for Nembhard. And Gilgeous Alexander is subbed in for Hardaway. Now here's Hield. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by Adebayo.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Blocked! Now here's Hield. Outside Bridges.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now Hield. For 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
Now here's Fultz. Here's Wade, guarded by Hield. That one's in there! Grizzlies trail by 7. Outside Hield. Let's loose for 3. Oh, it's off target.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
Adebayo, a screen on Hield. Oh, can't hit the jumper. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Oden. Cleared away by Vanderbilt. Here's Fultz. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the trifecta.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Now here's Hield. Bridges fires. Outside Hield. Fires the 3. Now Gilgeous Alexander takes a 3. So no problem for Denver as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch. All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see
And just a minute or two here for the players. NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Chris Bosh is out there with Elijah Wan. Then there's Jackson. Then there's John Stockton. And it's Daniels in at the small forward position. Bosh can't hit. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Stockton outside. Daniels sets a screen for Stockton. Outside Bosh. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton.
And Bosh's coaches, as well as his teammates, encourage him to stay confident on offense. They know how dangerous the rookie can be.
Now, here is Harden. A three-pointer is right on target.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Bosh with it, defended by Griffin. And another three for New Orleans.
And that's a very rare shot from the rookie. Bosh just feeling it tonight.
Drummond with a screen on Jackson. Shoots it up. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Bosh, that's good. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Kevin, back over to you.
Thank you, Allie.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Nice shot by Harden. Wide open. Hits it from three-point range. 8 points for him.
Oh, that is a move shot by Harden. That is incredible.
Outside Jackson. Got 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harden outside. Pass to Drummond. And here is Turner. Clock at 6. The 3 from Harden. It's rebounded by Bosh.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Daniels, a screen on Harden. Bosh, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Houston, getting their first of the season at this Pelicans team.
And 2 teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
For 3, Covington. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And it's all knotted up. Tim, as you evaluate the standings every morning in the NBA, how do you go about personally evaluating where teams are and where they can go?
Well, if you want to look at it in the micro, I like 5-game splits. The macro for me would be 10-game splits, but it really gives you a feel, Kevin, for how your guys are performing lately.
Is that how teams break seasons down into 5 or 10-game splits as they go through the 82?
It's typically, Kevin, what they like to do because I think it helps players compartmentalize, focus much more clearly because it's a shorter sample size.
That's interesting. And a chance here to check out some stats for him. Now Harden. He's got 8. And here is Turner, the three, and Harden with the basket on the assist by Turner. Turner's got his third assist on the night. Here is Stockton. Nothing on the board. Bosch, that's for two. He squares up and sinks it.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
And here's Stockton. James Harden getting it to go from deep. And Chris Bosh hits from deep. Bosh has got 16 points.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Down low, here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And so Griffin will bring it up for Houston. And Turner kicks to Griffin. The three from Harden, and another three for Houston.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And new leadership for the Pelicans. Drake looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
Now we have a chance. Let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. The Rockets, number 1.
They had such a strong presence in the paint, just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
Henderson with it. Pass to Gordon. 5 to shoot. Now here's Gibson. Henderson inside the three-point line. And the Pelicans miss again. And the points coming for them now, Craig and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Gooden with the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ross on the wing. Pass to Gooden. Out left to the wing. Here's Rodgers. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Here's Henderson. And no good on the last second attempt this time. James Harden getting it done for the Rockets. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Houston.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
We've got Stoudemire. Gooden is out there with Rogers. Then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Young in at the point. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Stoudemire. Still without a basket. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. So Stoudemire will go to the line to shoot 2. That's on Jalen Duren. Houston shooting their first free throw of the night.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Drew Gooden. And the Pelicans also making a change. Carter Williams is checked in.
What's up?
So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball. But the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus minus, give me that group of 5 plus minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. So it's the Pelicans now after the Rockets pick up 3. A shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Reigns.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
The shot's good from Rogers.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Now here's Gibson. Scoreless thus far. Henderson passes to Carter Williams. Gordon for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Young from outside. Excellent defense there from Henderson. Pelicans trail by 9. And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, they've done a pretty decent job of taking care of the ball, but turnovers can pile up quickly.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Houston. And New Orleans also making a change. Brooks checked in for Carter Williams. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Big group substitution here. Drummond's checked in for Luke Cornett. Blake Griffin comes in for Stoudemire. Robert Covington's checked in for Rogers. And James Harden has subbed in for Ross. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Olajuwon's checked in for Duren. Bosh comes in for Taj Gibson. Daniels, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Jackson in for Eric Gordon. Now Young, following the miss by Chris Bosh from deep. Back to Griffin. Wide open look. Olajuwon with the rebound. And so Henderson will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 9 points. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Guys, back to you.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Now Henderson. After the missed three from Trae Young. Bosch with the bucket.
And a part of his game Bosch continues to work on. Nice seeing him knock down the triple.
Harden outside. Young from outside hits the three-point bomb. Young's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pelicans trail by 6. Outside Bosch for 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Miller's checked in for Young. And a change for the Pelicans. Stockton's checked in for Henderson. Here's Drummond. 9 points last game. Outside Turner. Pass to Covington. Out to Turner. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
And here's Bosch for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Turner. Harden sets the pick for Turner. Outside Griffin. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Back to Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 from Harden. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Olajuwon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Bosch. A 3-ball. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Stockton's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And what I love about Bosch, he doesn't settle. He doesn't hang back. This guy continues to attack.
Now, here is Harden. 17 points in the game.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Here is Stockton. It's a 3-point game. Shots good by Bosch.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Rockets have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Harden. Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Bosch. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. This game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that.
These are painful, no doubt, but it does happen in this league. Some nights you just come out flat and you can't turn it around.
Harden finds Griffin. Harden outside. 5 on the clock. Drummond with a screen on Stockton. Harden's
comfortable from deep. Harden has a knack for that triple.
He gets it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets on top. They lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs. Here measuring up the shot.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
Got to give it up for their second unit, leaping off that bench, going out there playing like starters.
Roster depth, the key factor for them here. And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
You know, for the Rockets, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Look at Chris Bosh in this game. I mean, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Houston leading by 3. 7-4 now for the Pelicans. We've got Bosh. Jackson is out there with Stockton. Then it's Daniels, and it's Olajuwon in at the 5, roaming the paint. Last season for the Pelicans, Tim, one to forget. Absolutely decimated by injuries.
Well, unfortunately, that's been the norm for Zion Williamson. But the extent of it throughout the roster was mind-boggling. They're trying to reset, and they're hoping things go differently this season.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip, and he's good on the 3-ball. Harden's got 26 points.
And there are a lot of dimensions to Harden's game. Maybe the biggest piece is all the damage he does on the perimeter.
Now here's Bosh. He's got 34.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Covington setting the pick for Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And showing the potential to be an elite scorer in this league. What a night for James Harden.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Bosh can't hit. Houston leading by 6. Covington with it, picked up by Stockton. Here's Turner. The shot will not fall. New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Bosh. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Bosh has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
Pass to Harden from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Olajuwon's got 6 rebounds in the game. Jackson kicks to Stockton. Knocks down the 3-ball. Now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Pelicans.
And the 3-ball has been in the game plan, and it's been working for them. Having that distance shot in the arsenal, very effective way to spread out the defense.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. 3-pointer. Olajuwon with the rebound. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Stockton against Harden. Outside Turner. Griffin passes to Turner. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. The Rockets again can't hit. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Outside Bosch for the lead. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
From deep, Harden connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
From downtown, that one no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The wide open look here for Bosch. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Stockton's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. They've led by as much as 10. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Houston making a switch. Young's checked in, and the Pelicans also making a change. Gibson's checked in. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop him. That's the way I looked at it.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
2 minutes remaining.
Olajuwon with a screen on Turner. Stockton outside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
Young's shot is good.
Yeah, well, Trae Young saw a 3 made on the other end of the floor, and he came right back with a quick response.
Gibson with the screen on Turner. Jackson has the open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Young taking his time here. Inside, here's Drummond. Good D by Olajuwon.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-key player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Back to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report.
Well, that's one thing about Trae Young. He has never seen a three he didn't like.
And stolen by Drummond. Young from outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Gibson setting the pick for Stockton. Back to Jackson. Off target from three-point range. Now, here is Young. He's got 9. Lets it go from deep. And so it's Houston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We come back right after this. Behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Pelicans trail by 7. Stoudemire out there with Gooden. Then it's Young. Then it's Harden. And it's Rogers in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Bosch. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Gordon. It's Henderson on the wing. Curran sets the screen for Henderson. That's good from 17 feet away. Henderson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Pelicans. Stoudemire outside. Pass to Rogers. The 3 from Harden. Henderson pulls it in. Pelicans trail by 5. To the middle. Gordon dishes to Henderson. Good work there as it goes.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Young for 3. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Houston. Olajuwon's checked in for the Pelicans.
Substitution on the board.
Bosh finds Gordon. Olajuwon with a screen on Young. Henderson passes to Gordon. And the Pelicans miss again. Houston leading by 3. Just over a minute and a half right here in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Drummond passes to Gooden. 3-pointers off the mark. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Pelicans. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possession.
The 3 from Hart. Good! Another from 3.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. From deep, Brooks. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Rogers passes to Young. Offline with his 3.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Henderson kicks to Olajuwon. Harden outside. They set the pick. They get it back. Drummond, and he drops it in from the low post. And the Rockets lead by 6.
They're scoring off of missed shots. That's a big part of his game.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Griffin, he's checked in for Gooden. Robert Covington comes in for Rogers. And it's Turner in for Young. The Pelicans also changing it up. Daniels, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. Jackson comes in for Eric Gordon. And Stockton subbed in for Henderson. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what James Borrego was saying to his team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Outside Bosch. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Harden outside. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Harden's got 38 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Now, here's Stockton. The three goes down.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
Harden with it. He's covered by Stockton. And stolen by Olajuwon. Jackson down low. He's against Turner. Olajuwon with a screen on Griffin. From 19, that one goes.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball. Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Pocket 6. Here's Jackson. The shot misses. Harden against Stockton. Griffin looking around. Now Turner. Turner with the screen for Harden. 16 feet away. That one is off.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Outside Bosch. 56 seconds left in the fourth.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
Harden outside, and he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside, Covington. Here's Harden. Down to 5 on the shot. And another one falls. Amazing.
And
locked on automatic. The points now flowing.
And in fact, Greg, he's tied for third most career 40-point game. This game is one certainly for the record books. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
Now, here's Bosch. Olajuwon with a screen on Griffin. Daniels against Covington. Launches it. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
It's Turner. So we see the Rockets get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there